It's been around for more than half a century, but a drug used to treat conditions ranging from asthma to allergies has suddenly become a lot more expensive for those who rely on it.
Patients who call the medication nothing less than life-saving now feeling squeezed with a dramatic price increase. CTV's Scott Lightfoot is live with more. Scott.
Well, Nathan, advances in medicine over the past 50 years mean this drug is not as widely used as it once was. The manufacturer says usage is down 95% in the past 15 years. They decided to hike the price of the drug dramatically. The Ontario government decided to remove it from the drug benefit formulary, which means it's no longer covered by the government, and the people who use it are now left scrambling.
And this is what they look like.
For some, like Robin Fernandez, it is a life-saving medication.
It really gave me a bit of my quality of life back.
Fernandez uses sodium chromoglycate, an inhaled medication, to help her live with mast cell activation syndrome.
Anything can be a threat. It can just be a fabric you're wearing. It can be a scent in the air. It can be a food you're eating that used to be safe, and now your body suddenly decides it's a threat. And then you can go into anaphylaxis, and next thing you know, you're doing an EpiPen and you're in the hospital.
The drug was recently removed from the Ontario drug benefit formulary, meaning it's no longer covered by the province. Users were then hit with a more than 400% price increase.
No one's going to believe that the operating cost to make this drug suddenly soared 400%, or even the amount they're trying to increase it now by all of a sudden. So this is just an attempt to make money. It is not necessary. It is the company trying to generate more revenue. And from a healthcare point of view, we should not have any sympathy for that.
Today, the company that makes the drug, Montreal-based Pharmascience Inc., announced they would lower the price, but it's still out of reach for some.
And so having it increased is impossible. I won't be able to take my medication anymore.
The medication has been around since the late 1960s and is prescribed for everything from asthma to allergies. New medicines have replaced it for many patients, but not all.
For those patients, it provides important relief of symptoms and control of the disease. And taking this away is going to have a big impact on the lives of those patients.
Pharmascience says use of the drug has dropped by more than 95% in the past 15 years. In a press release, the company says the case of PMS sodium chromoglycate illustrates well the extreme difficulty for generic pharmaceutical companies to maintain the commercialization of old generic drug products with very low utilization rates. The company says it will keep the price at its new level until the current inventory is depleted, and says that should give doctors time to find alternatives for their patients.
So there is no real alternative. I talked to my pharmacy, there's no alternative. My allergist was saying, we don't know what we're going to do after this because there's nothing left.
Fernandez hopes the drug will once again be covered by the province, or a new manufacturer can be found.
I need to be covered so that I can breathe and eat without going into debt or being in the hospital all the time.
And Dr. Stanbrook calls it a bad trade-off, suggesting that patients who are switched to other drugs may face negative side effects. The Fernandez family has started an online petition calling on the government to reinstate coverage of this drug. Just over a week's time, they've got more than 17,000 people to sign that petition. Reporting live downtown, I'm Scott Lightfoot. Michelle, back to you.